Hey everybody, my name is Grimace. You're watching The Bespoke Woodsman. On this channel I talk about hiking, backpacking gear. If those kinds of things interest you, click subscribe, click the notification bell. We'd love to have you along with me. Recently, I'm sure all of you know about the coronavirus outbreak that's happening, and we've been sort of quarantined, under self-quarantine. Obviously, hikers are already the best at social distancing anyway, right? We just walk away from our problems, literally. And so I've been thinking a lot about, I thought about going out for a trip this week. In fact, it's funny because I'm seeing a lot of hiking YouTubers say, like, I thought about going out, but I ended up not. And I also ended up not going out, solely because there's a lot of people here sort of counting on me. My girlfriend, my cat, my job, you know, there's still plenty to do. I still have people to take care of, people to worry about. So I decided, rather than treat it as a vacation, because it's really not, the responsible thing to do was to stay here. But the thing that I was planning on doing was a 5 to 7 day section hike of the PCT. Now, I haven't really talked about the PCT much. It is really a dream hike for me. I keep thinking one day I'm going to retire and I'm going to hit the trail and I'm going to walk from Mexico to Canada on the Pacific Crest Trail and, you know, take 4.5, 5 months to do it. And it's really a dream goal of mine. And I've been thinking about that section hike, maybe Idlewild to Big Bear City, or even Idlewild, if I had like 3 weeks, Idlewild all the way to Agua Dulce, something like that. I think would be really, really fun and something I really want to do. But something has been coming up recently. I've talked about it a little bit in my videos, but I haven't really gotten into it. I've always had sort of ankle problems. I always assumed it was because I was overweight. I've lost about 50 pounds. I've shed about 30 pounds of pack weight, all in an effort to reduce those ankle problems, but they persist. And if anything, they've gotten a little bit worse over time. After a full day of hiking, and by a full day I mean even as little as 6 miles sometimes. Physically, I can handle a big walk. I can handle a 12, 13, 20 mile day. It's once I let everything cool down and then I wake up and or I get up to walk and the muscles start to like contract, and it's really, really painful. Honestly, it feels like, I tell people when they ask that I rolled an ankle, because that is actually what it feels like. It feels like a sprained ankle or something like that. So I've been working with a podiatrist. I saw him in December. He took some x-rays. Everything structurally looked fine. I've got some heel spurs, but they don't hurt. But there's no, as far as he could tell, no skeletal reason for me to have this kind of pain, especially after hiking. So he thought that I should get custom orthotics and that would help sort of ease the pain. It didn't really make sense to me how this could be a muscular thing, because I overpronate. So when I walk, instead of my feet doing this, they do this, and they do this a lot. So his theory is that this muscle, it just gets tired of pulling the foot level, right? So it's like, instead of walking 1 mile, I've walked 5 miles. It's doing that much work, is his theory. And so I got some over-the-counter green Superfeet insoles. I actually had a fight with the guy at the shoe store, because he was like, well, you have zero-drop shoes. What's the purpose of getting insoles? And I'm like, I hear you, but I need the support. So I've been trying those out. It really hasn't helped at all. So I finally sort of caved and went to the orthopedist last week, the podiatrist last week. And this was right sort of at the beginning of the coronavirus outbreak. And because we did a whole bit where he's like, I can't touch you. I'm like, I know, no worries. But it wasn't like, okay, we all have to be home now, and like, this is real. So he looked at my other ankle, because I thought maybe it's the other ankle, so we took some x-rays there, and he said, no, look, you're going to need custom orthotics. That's our best solution to this problem. So that's where I'm at right now. I've been thinking about even just some like longer, like 3-day hikes. I was invited to do a 5-day hike in the Central Sierras with a guided, like it's a guided tour. And it's with a group of people, a group of 8 people, and it sounds awesome. And I'm looking at these like epic trips I really want to do, I really want to go on. And I'm just so worried that like day 2, I'm not going to be able to walk. And it's one thing when I'm sort of on my own and the next day I can sort of like work things out and like come out early if I need to or whatever, just hobble along. It's another thing when people are sort of relying on me, and like I said, I've got some trips coming up with some other people. That was a big goal for this year, and I just don't think I'm physically up to it. So I had to sort of let discretion be the better part of valor and really focus on getting better. So I currently have custom orthotics being made. They're going to fit inside of my Lone Peak 4s, my Ultra Lone Peaks, which I may upgrade to the 4.5, but we'll see. And those will be ready next week. Not for my next video, but the one after that. So, I don't know if you hear that. But that's kind of where I'm at now, is I'm just having a lot of physical issues. And I can hike, I can even backpack, but it's not as enjoyable as it could be. I can't do the miles I want to do. And luckily we're actually in the middle of some storms, so we're getting a lot of snow in the mountains, which is great for many reasons, but not least of which because now it's a perfect time to kind of just sit back and let this process take its course. The downside is it's another reason why I couldn't really do like a big section hike right now, which I would love to do. I would love to just get out and spend like 4 or 5 days. Because there's cell service. I could probably do a lot of work from the trail, but the hours would be weird. It would not really work out, just with some transitions we're going through at work anyway. But anyway, so that's where I'm at. I wanted to do a video this week just to kind of tell you. I've got probably some long-term reviews to do, some gear reviews of things I've been using for a while that I want to do. I want to get out for you. But other than that, this is it. This is kind of where I'm at. So, sorry there's not much hiking in this video, not much hike talking in this video. Next week we'll do some more of that. But I want to let you know what was going on, and I hope everyone's safe and healthy right now. And my heart really goes out to the thru hikers who are getting into resupplies and finding everything missing, and who are probably having to cut their trips short for a variety of reasons. A lot of businesses, hostels are closing, hotels are closing. So a lot of you have to end your hikes early, and I'm really sorry about that. And a lot of you haven't started your hikes yet. But anyway, I'm thinking about you all, and I hope everyone's doing okay. And we'll talk soon. And listen, let's do this again sometime.